few months went by like this. I'd pull the Ouija board out every night, and every once in a while you'd communicate. It was about 3 months in when the conversation started to change. I would constantly tell you how much I miss you. You would return in kind, saying how much you missed me too. But there was this desperation, this urgency, this need behind your words. It was at this point that I started to realize that the news had some eerie tales. Every one of them revolving around people somehow involved with your accident. The first was Isaac. Isaac, somehow, though he was very cautious and protective of his fence, took it down one evening, on a whim. And that night, his home was invaded by 3 masked strangers, coming into his home, brutally murdering him, and taking his head with them when they left. They're still at large. No leads. No suspects. And then there was the one witness, a gal by the name of Sally. Sally was driving by the moment the accident happened, and for some reason decided not to report it until several hours later, after she'd gone home, made dinner for her husband and children, put them to bed, and was sitting down to watch late-night television. It was because of this lack of a phone call that the bodies would lay in that field for hours, when it could have been mere moments, the accident having happened less than 5 miles from the police station. Sally, whose one priority had always been her family, came home to discover that again, some unknown assailant that is still at large had broken into the home, violently murdered her husband. They still haven't found the children. It might all seem like eerie coincidences. No, take that back. There's no way that anybody would think that these were coincidences. These were horrifying deaths. And they just happened to be the 2 people who played key roles in what ended up being the most horrible accident that our city had seen, well, until their deaths. I had to ask. I didn't want the answer, but I had to ask. So I pulled the board out again. Claire, are you here? Claire, honey, it's me. Are you here? Please, I need to talk to you. And then I felt that familiar pull of the planchette as it swung to yes. Did you do it, Claire? Was it you? W-H-A-T. Claire, you know. Sally. Isaac. Was it you? D-E-S-E-R-V-E. Claire, honey, no one deserves that. It was an accident. No one deserves to die that way. I-D-I-D. I know, and you didn't deserve it either. And I would give anything to fix it. A-N-Y-T-H-I-N-G. Yes, baby, you know that I would do anything to bring you back, anything to be with you again. Okay. And the planchette went silent yet again. Something had changed in Claire, and she was full of vengeance and rage. I mean, I can't really blame her. What happened to her was horrific. But I put the board away again, hiding it from sight of my mother, who still had no idea what was happening. I crawled into my bed, and I just lay there staring at the ceiling for what felt like hours. And that's when I heard it. A faint, whispering sound.
Kevin, can you hear me?
I looked around the room and I didn't see anything at first. But then in the corner, right underneath the window, it looked like there was a girl sitting there. Not just a girl. The most beautiful girl in the world. I swear the shadow looked just like Claire. And I smiled and fell asleep. I was awoken maybe an hour or so later to what felt like someone crawling into bed next to me. And that's where I'm laying now. I'm too afraid to turn and look. But I'm also too afraid not to. I slowly turned my head. And there, laying on the pillow next to me, is the severed head of my dear Claire. She's not saying anything, but I know exactly what she wants. After all, it's always been the two of us. The love of my life. She just wants us to be together again. And I want that too. So much. And as much as I know this is gonna kill my mother, and as much as I know that people will question whether I played a role in what happened to Sally and Isaac, I can't deny the magnetic pull of my Claire. I turned to the other side of my bed, and on my nightstand, laying perfectly still as if it's always been there, as if it was its natural position, is the largest of the kitchen knives from our kitchen set. I feel the pull towards the knife. I hesitate slightly because I know what this means. It means everything that I've ever wanted from the moment that I met Claire. But it also means the end of everything else. I look one last time at the beautiful face of my Claire, and I know what I must do. And with that, I reach for the blade. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I go.
Vanitas.
How do you like them apples?
Vanitas is a premium gaming peripheral brand geared toward developing high-performance products. We're currently working toward creating new, exciting, and unique products not currently found on the market. With quality to match its sleek and beautiful design, I can honestly say that my Vanitas mouse is the best that I've ever owned, and I'm looking forward to expanding my collection of Vanitas products. Vanitas ships internationally with extremely low international shipping costs, and shipping is free to the US and Canada. Your products will arrive quickly and carefully packaged, with most orders arriving within 7 to 10 business days. If you're looking to upgrade your setup in an affordable way without substituting looks, Vanitas is an optimal choice, and when you use code pressstartmom at checkout, Vanitas is offering a 10% discount on your order. You'll be doing mom a solid, and you'll be doing yourself a solid. Everyone wins. Thank you so much to Vanitas for sponsoring this video.
Can you see me? you find me? I'm here. Behind you, look. Behind you. I'm behind you. I am right behind you. Don't be scared. I just want to play a game with you. Hey, don't you run away. Please stay.
Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider went up the spout again.